Hello, everybody. I'm James Sue, and today I'm playing a Legacy League with Grixis Delver with my friend Hans Jakob Goddik. HJ, how are you?
Hey, I'm good. Hi, James.
Is there anything that you want to tell us about this list? We're going to run through the Legacy League using this list, and I believe it's based on your 2019 Eternal Weekend winning list.
Yeah, so it's gonna be exciting to see how this deck performs in the new meta game, which is certainly different from what I played it in. Just to give a sort of brief introduction to the deck, this is basically a Delver deck, which means it has it slots with the disruption. In this case, 40s. It has 6 removals and it has 13 creatures. The things that are a little bit different from this deck to sort of other Delver decks is probably two things. One is, as I guess is now the modern trend, is it operates with Dreadhorde Arcanist and Pyromancer as sort of engine cards, which means that if your opponent is not playing removal, then you have the opportunity to sort of, if you will, go off a little bit. The other thing that's going on is that you have the Bedlam Reveler Painful Truths Mystic Sanctuary package, which allows you to play control. And then a lot of the other card choices are really sort of variations of what you would normally see in a Delver deck, but built in such a way as to support the transition between an aggressive and a control plan, depending on what particular matchups you're facing.
Awesome. As a master of the deck, I'm really excited to play through it with you today. So let's get right to it. So we're gonna fire up a Legacy League here, and let's get in here. And we're both in China. It is the middle of the day. Let's see how long it takes to get matched up. It shouldn't be too long. There's plenty of players in Asia, as I know.
Wow, looks like Anurag is on a spree at the moment.
He is on an absolute tear. I have been running into him. There was a league that I played where I literally played against him back to back. Like it was pretty funny. All right, here we go.
Looks like we should be playing Breach. Uh,
Yes, Breach is definitely the powerhouse.
that's okay. We should be able to beat Breach. We could beat Top Miracles. We can beat Breach.
Sometimes to beat the enemy, you have to become the enemy.
Ah, that's true.
I've always been of the persuasion that sometimes you should just play the best deck, but I understand that people don't always have access to a deck and things like that. But I generally believe like trying to just play the best deck is usually better than trying to beat the best deck. That's just my personal philosophy, though.
Yeah, one of my personal philosophies is that sometimes a very good play is to just play what Anurag plays.
That works too.
Yeah, it's not always the right play, but at times it is. Okay, so we're on the draw. This is a really awkward hand.
It looks like a mulligan, right? Because we have no cantrips and like we don't have a red source.
Well, but on the other hand, like I think it's fine. I mean, you have 40s, you have days to protect yourself, and we can chain into the Brazen Borrower. So I think this is fine. I'm keeping this. It's not
Okay.
fantastic, I wish, but if we find a red source, we can play Dreadhorde Arcanist. If we find like creature or more counter spells, that's also fine. Like I think this is decent.
Okay, so like okay, like in my past experience, I would ship it because it doesn't have a cantrip, but let's try it.
Yeah. Maybe I'm a little conservative on my mulligans, possibly, overly so. But
Oh, I've definitely been there. Like I've mulliganed into Oblivion. Okay, here we go. Mox Diamond.
oh lord, oh lord.
Okay.
Oh joy. Oh joy. Oh boy.
Yeah, welcome
Okay,
to Legacy.
so
Hmm.
All right. So what does he have? Right. That's I guess the key question. Which because we're gonna have to answer: do we waste him here, or do we play land and hope to bounce the chalice? He only has 3 cards.
Yep.
He's playing white Eldrazi. Do we know if he has a double land or not? We don't really know because he would be playing that chalice out with the cavern even if he had a double land.
Yeah, he definitely would.
But he's probably playing the 3-mana Vial.
Well, I
don't
think
know. When in doubt, I wait Eldrazi players.
Yeah, that's what that's my default mode, but I also think maybe there's something to be said for developing our board and actually like playing a land and passing for the bounce. Because we could, if we could still daze whatever follow-up play they have. Oh, I mean, Eldrazi no, but if they play something nasty like a Trinisphere or something, well, I guess Wastelanding is the same too. I was thinking we could go for a turn to Borrower or Arcanist. It's I don't know. I'm sort of 50-50 on this.
Yeah, I can see both ways. I think I'm wasting just because if he drops the Fortnite here next turn out of that cavern, it's we're pretty screwed.
Okay, let's go for the waste then.
And there's a fairly high, decent chance that we waste him and then he doesn't get to play Magic because he's already dumped the land off of that Mox Diamond.
Right.
So this turns on our days. I'm wondering if it tells us something that he dumped the Caracas rather than the Cavern.
Yeah, that's interesting. Like in the dark, they just dump Caracas.
I think it's probably generally the high value play. Like the Mox Diamond will cast any. Like he doesn't need a white source, but it could be that he. I don't know if it indicates that he doesn't have Valia.
Yeah.
If he plays Valia here, it's not so fun.
I think
there's
what happened.
A lot of things he can do that.
Yeah, I think what happened is my opponent fell asleep because we took a long time, so they probably ended up taking a long time and fell asleep. That's how it is.
Yeah. This is kind of a challenge of two-heading things, is you end up spending a fair amount of time discussing stuff.
Yeah.
So it's wonderful that we're playing against Eldrazi where we don't need our entire clock.
Yeah. All right, here we go. Okay. All right.
He just didn't play Magic? I love this.
I guess so.
This is why I played.
All right, so
drop the Floodstrand.
Floodstrand pass.
Not this. Well, I guess you could have dropped the Floodstrand. We don't. I mean, the guy could be nasty somehow and slow roll a Wasteland.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah, okay. Didn't last forever.
I think we do have to daze the second Chalice, right?
Is there a scenario where we can get around the 2 chalices? Like, okay, so, because here's the thing, we're gonna be borrowing...
We're just gonna be Borrower Beatdown then, if he has a second Chalice.
Yeah. But, so, because what I'm thinking is, if our plan is to raise and borrow the existing chalice, then we can't counter that on the way down. So he will eventually get to chalice us.
Mm-hmm.
Is my challenge. Now, the other scenario is we let him have that chalice, and then we brazen borrow his Mox Diamond.
Mm-hmm.
And then, since he missed a land drop last turn, he doesn't have a land, which means we can brazen borrow, beat him to death.
Mm-hmm.
So with the days, it's going to be a functional. I think I'm just letting the challenge results and letting him have it.
Okay.
I think it sets us back too far to days, and I don't think it's going to help us accomplish much anyways. Like, it sucks that he has double chalice, but I think we have to accept that fact.
Mm-hmm.
And then unless something crazy happens next turn, then I am just snap borrowing the Mox Diamond.
Got it. Okay, well, something crazy did happen. We drew a Wasteland.
Ooh, ooh.
I think we Wasteland the temple and say go, right?
I'm actually almost still like I'm still very tempted actually to raise and borrow the Mox Diamond anyways.
Okay.
Because that's gonna allow you to drop the Arcanist in play next turn.
So why don't we do that? So basically fetch Volcanic and then also get Volcanic and just petty theft the Mox Diamond. Is that right?
Yeah, I mean it could be more correct to just waste him. Like I don't think that's necessarily bad. Maybe this is the greedy play, but
I think I'm gonna waste him. Let me just try wasting him.
okay. Yeah, just waste him. Safe. All right, your screen has started to slow for me, but given what you're explaining, I can kind of see the board state in front of me.
Okay. If we need to, we can always restart up the Skype screen share. Now he's tanking, or they're tanking.
He's wondering whether he should play the land he drew.
Yeah.
Or he's pondering the suffering that is his life.
Well, I told him I'm streaming. I mean, I guess technically we're recording, but maybe he's trying to find my stream so he can ghost me, or what do you call that? So he can snipe what I'm doing.
Get an unfair advantage.
That's right. Okay, that's fine. I just need to draw another Wasteland.
What did he do?
Oh, he found another Cavernous Souls and just Cavernous Souls pass.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Do I need to restart the recording? I can definitely do that.
No, it's I got another snapshot, but just talk me through what's happening.
Okay. Well, I drew another daze, so the question is, I think I just play Arcanist Go, right?
I think you theft the Mox Diamond, honestly.
Okay, that's right. Okay,
the Arcanist just gives you a little bit of damage on board, but it's not that much.
That's true. Not going to get there on that.
And with the Chalice's Arcanist, it's never actually going to cast anything. It's just
right.
A beater.
All right, let's just petty theft this sucker.
Yeah. And I always get a little concerned around when they have Kevin Eldrazi. It kind of, our days is not going to do very much.
Exactly.
So I just want that Brazen Borrower in play and attacking as soon as possible.
Okay, so I just drew a Young Pyromancer, but I think we're just gonna play we're just gonna land pass, right?
So we're on 3 lands now, or
we're on 3 lands. Yeah, I just played out the Underground Sea, so we have Volk, Sea.
So that's interesting, actually. I'm very tempted to just play Pyromancer over Brazen Borrower.
Okay, let's.
Like I might even play Pyromancer and Fort Season.
I see. Just to get the token. Okay.
Yeah, just get power on board.
All right, let's do that.
Because now all of your days are going to be generating tokens, and that's free power, which is the same as what the Brazen Borrower would have been, but you're setting yourself up to.
Whoa! Dismember. All right, I guess it's time to daze, right?
Yeah, get him.
This is so savage. Okay, I'm gonna return the Ground Sea in case they have like a wasteland or something crazy. All right then. Are we actually gonna get there with this? Oh, here's the plains. He goes plains pass. I don't know if you can still follow along because of the lag, but and we just drew Fatal Push.
Not really.
All right, so
I am dealing with a little bit of a PowerPoint show, so let's
do this.
Yeah.
I think my screen share. How do I start the screen share again? I don't actually. Do you know how to do that in Skype? I'm trying
If
to...
you right-click on the image,
oh, here we go.
I think
Stop
you can-
sharing. And then I'm going to share a
Yeah.
screen again. And let's hope it gets better. I don't know if it does. Okay, so now I'm just going to play Underground Sea, and then I'm going to play the Arcanist because there's nothing better to do, right? Or do I hold up for the Brazen Borrower?
I mean, Brazen Borrower is a better play.
Yeah.
The other thing that might be a good idea, maybe I just kill my VPN. Skype should work without VPN, right?
That's right. It doesn't.
Let me just kill my
need it.
VPN.
Yeah. Oh, geez. Okay, I'll just make a play. So I'm just going to pass
I
it.
still can't really see your screen.
Okay. All right, we'll just do a little play-by-play here. He has 5 cards in hand. He just passed the turn again, so I'm just going to play the Brazen Borrower, flash it in. Oh, the game has ended. He has conceded. All right, let's go to sideboard.
Cool.
So what do we do here, HJ?
Oh, that would be easier if I could actually see the screen.
Yeah. Actually, let me see if I can turn on... okay, let me redo the Skype call with you. How's that?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Hey, all right, let me share screen. And you let me know if it's a little bit better now.
Oh, now I have a screen. Okay.
All right. So I put the braids are coming in, right? For sure. All the counter spells and borrowers are going to stay. Those are like must-haves.
Yeah.
I think we can get rid of the fatal pushes and maybe even a Thoughtseize potentially, right?
That would be a no.
It would be a no.
That would be a no because you may kill his Fortnite.
Okay.
And the 40s kind of do the same thing. Like, so the way the Eldrazi deck works a lot like, I mean, it is a Stompy deck, and what that means is they have shaky hands that are very dependent on particular pieces. Mm-hmm. And that's why 40s is actually very good against them.
Mm-hmm. So maybe probably shaving a bolt instead of a fatal push or a Thoughtseize if we had to shave anything, right? Well, actually, let's talk about what we need to bring in. So we're bringing in the Abrades, right?
Yeah, I mean, I actually have a fair amount of cards that I want, but I don't have a lot of cards that I want to shave. So I end up not boarding so much in this matchup. I generally speaking, like I would like to have the Painful Truths Mystic Sanctuary package here. Mm-hmm. And Plague Engineer I would kind of like to have because it can deal with some big Eldrazi's. Mm-hmm. But all of that is really too clunky because when you start to look at how the games play out, you end up winning the games. How do you say? Like the games are all decided on whether he gets to go turn 1 Chalice on the play or not. Like whoever gets to be on the play ends up sort of rough shotting the other guy. And what that means is you kind of want to be decreasing on some of the late game. So what I tend to do is I take in the Abrades. I get rid of the Force of Negation because it's too narrow. The only thing it counters is Chalice, which you do need to counter, but such is life. Mm-hmm. Maybe you keep it in on the draw. Maybe, and then I tend to just shave a Bedlam Reveler.
Shave what? Bedlam Reveler. Okay.
Bedlam Reveler, yeah.
So this looks pretty good, right? Just bringing in 2 Abrades, essentially.
Yeah. You may want to keep the Force Negation instead of the second Bedlam Reveler on the draw.
Okay, and then we keep all the dazes even on the draw, right?
Yeah, press submit, otherwise you're going to be screwed.
Okay. Just in time. Yes, this is the first time I'm recording a video / streaming. Well, streaming in quotation marks, but it's hard talking through this stuff. At least for me.
Yeah, be careful about the time, particularly when we get into some of the more controlling matchups. It can get a little difficult.
Yeah. I think we spent like 10 minutes talking about turn 1 or turn 2 of that game, so good times. I'm learning a lot, but I don't know how watchable it is.
Yeah. That's the wonder of Legacy is you have decisions early. Okay.
That's a key. It's a wasteland. There's no pressure. There's no threats, but I think it's enough to answer something, right?
It's so awkward. I think you have to keep it, but I'm so not
No,
happy.
no, seriously. Do you want to mulligan this? Because maybe there's a better 6, right? I don't know.
Nah, keep it.
Okay.
I hate mulliganing.
All right. This is gonna. Looks like it's playing out the same as. Oh, discarding cavern. That means he probably has like 3 caverns in hand. Okay, so we don't force. We just abrade, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Yeah. By the way, these games are a good example of why Mox Diamond sucks in Eldrazi is because they waste him.
Couldn't say that fast enough.
Just get rid of it. This thing goes south so quickly. Just get rid of it.
Yeah.
Okay. Well.
I think we can. I think we should force this, right? Because
I don't. Yeah, but I don't think so. Like he can never pump it, right? So it's of course it stops it from playing Young Pyromancer, but we have like infinite answers to it.
Okay, I'll just let it resolve.
Yeah. Like there's a lot of things he can do that are very very obnoxious, like play Thalias and stuff.
So I think here we just play fetch pass.
Yeah, I think that's fine.
Well, that's the only thing we can do.
Well, I mean, one might argue that we're okay with him wasting us at this stage, and we kind of want to trigger him to do it, but I'm fine with this.
All right, so I think we just play
Volcanic, right?
Oh, geez. Okay.
Whatever.
yeah. We should have played it because.
That's fine. It's a little difficult to multitask, I realize. So this is actually kind of interesting because there's 2 scenarios here. One is we abrade the Chalice, the other is we abrade the Walking Ballista in his end step. Mm-hmm. We abrade the Walking Ballista, then we get to play Young Pyromancer with Force backup. Mm-hmm. And we can have the token sort of run amok. Mm-hmm. If we, in any case, you just take the 1 damage.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
I don't know what he's doing.
Let him pass.
Yeah, the 1 damage is not relevant.
I think we go for the Walking Ballista, right?
Yeah, it's slightly more aggressive play. I kind of like that play. It's a little like we can
always find a borrower or something else.
Yeah, I mean it's easier to find something from a Walking Ballista, but on the other hand, like he's clearly sitting on gas in hand.
Yeah.
And no lands, so I kind of want to punish him, and he's not really like I'm not sure he's really capable of coming back from a million Pyromancer tokens.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's interesting. Okay. So...
Yeah, play the land first. Not that it matters, but
yeah,
we're going to be wanting to play that.
Ponder.
No, actually, no, we're not. I guess we can use the Ponder with Force, so I guess we're not playing the Ponder.
We don't have to play the Ponder. We don't have to play anything. We just pass.
I wonder if he has a Dismember here.
If he does, that's fine.
Yeah, he did not. Well, I was wondering if he had Dismember, would we be forcing it? Mm-hmm. Which I'm almost thinking we would. Oh, it's the same game as last time. Let him have the challenge. Sure, congratulations.
Yeah. We're going to get there without it. Without casting once. Or we'll cast once. We'll just...
Yeah. Oh, make sure you play a land, because I think we'll be hard forcing in this game. Like, I mean, now we soft force his turn, and then we hard force the next turn. Mm-hmm. Yeah,
what the heck? I think we have to counter that, right?
Yeah, that cannot be allowed. Say no.
Yes. Oh, okay. That's probably the best possible draw we could have had.
Yeah, that's very, very good. So the question is if we're aggressive enough to just bounce the Mox Diamond here. Or we say go to... I think you'd probably just say go to 5 lands.
Just go and force whatever they have.
Yeah. Force whatever he has, or if he doesn't do anything, then you're bouncing the Mox Diamond.
I think we forced this, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't really get through that. We could with the flyer, but...
Well, I mean, yeah, just say no. When in doubt, just say no.
Yeah. Good rule to live by.
Yeah. If your opponent plays
Oh,
a
jeez,
Kabu,
a second borrow. That's just such a beating.
yeah, I would fifth Mox Diamond as like I'm snap fifthing your
Okay,
moves.
let's do that.
And then I think this game is over. Like, I mean, I don't see how he's winning this.
Okay.
Like, I mean, I don't know what cards he has to.
Do we play out the land or do we just hold it?
Uh, just hold it. I
Just
don't
hold
know.
it, right? Yeah, we can flash it in.
There's not a particular.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah, that he didn't like his life.
All right. Do we go right into the second match? I guess we could.
Yeah. So it's interesting. So these games were really decided by the fact that because he had Mox Diamond,
Mm-hmm.
he was sort of mulliganing himself.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't have enough lands. Like, I think in both those games, if the Mox Diamond was an actual land, I think we would be much harder pressed.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's sort of the key observation. I think the other thing that was very important, it's the fact that he's sort of flooding on chalices, and we can sort of just ignore the chalice with those draws.
Yeah.
It's not something you can generally always do, but it's something to watch out for. It happens.
For sure. Yeah, him just getting like 2 for 1 or 1 for 2 with the Moxes is just too much of a beating.
Yeah, Brazen Borrower is so good.
Oh, here's Nammer Squats. He's actually a Vancouver grinder from my home city.
Oh,
I don't know what he plays, but we are on the draw. Do we keep this or not? I think we have to keep this.
yeah. So James, I don't know if this is a keep or a snap keep. I mean, those are some of the important questions I ask.
Those are the existential questions.
Yeah.
Ooh, okay. I think we just Delver go, right? Is that
I mean, a general trend in life is if you can go Delver go, you should usually go Delver go.
especially when you have Days and Force back up?
Yeah. I mean, you can make some sort of obscene argument that we are afraid that he's going to bolt this and wasteland us.
Mm-hmm.
But even in that case, we probably, we...
Okay, I guess we Days.
Yeah, I think we daze just because we're afraid
daze.
of wasting
Yeah.
overcutting. Ordinarily, I wouldn't want to daze here because I don't actually really care that much about Delver surviving. But
Interesting.
yeah, because this is actually what I want to
Yeah,
daze.
that's actually. Mm-hmm.
But I think we force with Brainstorm. And then we hope he doesn't have a daze.
Instead of Ponder.
Yeah, because Ponder's better when we don't have a fetch land.
Okay.
If he dazes here, we're screwed. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
okay, we're not screwed. Wonderful. Alright, flip that Delver.
Ponder, yes, exactly what we wanted to see.
Yeah, so this is sort of interesting, right? Because we can waste him or we can ponder here.
I think we Ponder because we're
Well, it's
behind.
Yes. So what are we afraid of him doing, right? I'm afraid of him playing a second land and playing another Arcanist, and then we're going to be screwed if we wastelanded him.
Mm-hmm.
On the other hand, if he only has one land, we can cut. I'm fine. I want to ponder here.
Yeah,
I agree.
let's do it.
Looking for removal and ideally a lightning bolt and a land would be.
This is looking like a blue-red Delver type of matchup here.
Yeah, like that Wooded Foothills is a little suspect. It smells of basic mountain.
Mm-hmm.
It's like he's one of those budget Delver players who play basics.
I think we basically just this order, right? We draw into Force of Will and put Delta on top.
Oh.
Or do we shuffle? It's pretty bad, like if we have to counter another creature, right?
I think we shuffle. I don't think we can survive another Force of Will.
Okay.
And I don't think we want a second land.
That's good. Oh, well, we did get a second land, but hopefully we get something else.
But next turn we'll get the Force of Will. That's just the rule.
Mm-hmm.
It's just how magic works.
That's a good card against us.
Ooh, red
Yeah. Well, it'll be a little bit of time, but first we're gonna attack.
Yeah, and then I think we're wasting his wasteland. Because right now our plan is to survive long enough to cast that Bedlam Reveler.
Okay.
Like if we cast Bedlam Reveler, this is all going to be fine because he cannot raise it and he get.
Oh no! I didn't play. Oh no!
No! You didn't play your little blue dark ritual. It's okay. We'll get through this.
Gotta slow down here.
Okay.
All right. First we attack, right?
Yeah, that's fine. And then I think I'm.
Ooh. Oh, we can't force and negate it.
No, that's fine. Just let it happen. But now though, I am. I'm probably wasting him and playing Delver. Is my guess. Because now I kind of don't want him to hit free lands.
Mm-hmm.
I might have played the Delver first.
Oh, just to play around days, yeah.
Yeah. Not that it's a disaster if he dazes it, but.
Mm-hmm. I was just thinking, great. I mean, if you want to go down to 0.
Yeah.
It's operating at such a high velocity that you probably don't want to get dazed. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that like our route to victory here.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
That's interesting. I think we land Ponder, right? Basically.
Yeah, land Ponder. I agree with that play. Fatal Push was quite decent for us here.
Mm-hmm. Oh, Daze is actually pretty good. I think we might want to keep Daze on top and just pass, right?
Yeah, I think we draw the Daze and put the Volcanic on top because I think we care about our life total.
Mm-hmm.
And then we'll wonder about whether we should be drawing the Volcanic.
Sounds good. Sounds good. I'll set a stop on my upkeep.
Yeah. I think we do want the land, but I am. Because with the land and the days, then we can now cast Bedlam Reveler.
Mm-hmm.
Which I think is something that we want to do as fast as possible.
Do we have it now? Because it's 1, 2, 3. Oh yeah, because we have the days.
Yeah. Now there is a challenge, which is that fetching with that delta brings us into cost the clock by 1.
Mm-hmm.
But I think we'll probably end up having to fetch with that delta.
Mm-hmm. So we just draw the land, right?
Yeah, draw the land.
Okay.
Draw the land. I think we're kind of dead here. Like I think this game is probably about who can. Oh, I guess we're a turn ahead. If we don't fetch, we're a turn ahead.
Mm-hmm.
So I think you play the Volcanic Island,
mm-hmm.
and then I think you don't. Yeah, I think because now he's bolting it. He has to bolt it. Daze that. Yeah. It's a little sad that we didn't play the Volcanic because then we could have hard dazed it.
Mm.
But I think it's okay.
Yeah, well, that's there's not much we can do about that one.
Yeah, so are we gonna need a little help here to win this game? Like, are we gonna fetch? Yeah, we're gonna fetch. We're gonna have to fetch, and we don't want to draw the land.
Mm-hmm.
And I would probably do it now just to play around Stifle.
So we're gonna fetch for a C.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think we're probably dead.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you play land.
Oh, I thought I did play land. Oh, did I miss it? Oh my gosh.
Okay, I think we just lost the game. Anyways, it's fine. We're dead anyways. Because now we can't play Bedlam Reveler on our turn. Actually, playing Bedlam Reveler on our turn isn't good enough anyways.
Mm-hmm.
We'll just fatal push that thing.
Okay. Just do it now.
Yeah, just do it now. Just get rid of it.
He's got the days.
Yeah, he's got
Just
it.
rub it in.
Yeah. He has the universe, right?
Yeah.
All right, enter the scoop phase. Just move on in life, James. Move on in life. All right.
Classic matchup here.
Yeah, so this is kind of classic. So if you want to just put a pile of stuff we want in, we want the Sanctuary, and we want the Plague Engineers, and we want the Abrades, and we may want some amount of Red Blast, but it depends on what we're taking out. I'm trying to remember what I usually do. We don't want the Fort Seizers. They need to go out. We don't want the Force of Negation.
Yeah.
And then I usually shave a Force of Will for the last slot. I think this is probably what I do.
Okay, what about the Pyroblast stuff, just to answer things like a True Name Nemesis or Delver?
Well, so here's the thing, right? Delver is not that powerful a magic card. And having to hold mana open to counter True Name Nemesis is actually much more difficult than you think. So that's kind of why I end up not having these. There's an argument to shaving Brazen Borrower for Pyroblast, because they kind of do the same thing, and Brazen Borrower is a little bit clunky, but I like having the threat. But I prefer to have real removal rather than Red Blast. And at this stage, what you'd have to cut would be you'd have to cut the Force of Wills to add them in, or you'd have to cut creatures or removal. And I kind of want all of those over Red Blast.
So you actually want 3 Force of Wills in this matchup?
Yeah.
Okay.
So generally speaking, so this is one of those things I've probably harped on many times, is Force of Will is an underrated card in Delver Mirrors, because they tend to be about very specific cards. So in this matchup to a great extent is about True Name Nemesis and Bedlam Reveler on either side of the board. And I'm fairly happy to throw a Force of Will at those cards.
Got it. What about Painful Truths? Is that something that goes in?
Not really, and the reasoning is twofold. One is that you are already quite heavy in the curve. So you have both Reveler, Plague Engineer, and Borrower. And the other thing is, because we're playing Lightning Bolt and they are the aggressor, that Painful Truth sometimes gets would get a little too painful.
Okay.
Like, it's just not what a Delver Mirror is about efficiency, generally speaking.
All right, I'm just gonna...
And usually this matchup is about surviving long enough that you get to cast Plague Engineer. Plague Engineer is the Mirror Breaker.
So I think this is a keep. The question is, it's got to be a turn 1 Ponder, right?
Yeah, it's a turn 1 Ponder.
Okay.
I'm definitely. And I think we want all those cards.
Yeah, I think
literally all those cards.
Well, I think we put Ponder on. We draw into Ponder and keep the other 2. I would think.
I kind of want the 2 lands in case we have to shuffle next turn. Like, I'd rather have the lands than the Ponder.
So put Ponder on the bottom, basically.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Because then next turn we can jam a 2-drop and have all the lands if we want to. I'm very happy to just like jam a Dreadhorde Arcanist with Days Back Up, or a Pyromancer with Days Back Up here.
Yeah, I think we played into the that Pyromancer a little bit in game 1. So, oh geez, I did not daze it.
No, but you should not.
Because I want to play the Dreadhorde.
You can just bolt that thing later. And I would play the. Are we playing the? Yeah, we're playing the Dreadhorde. I think you're playing the Dreadhorde.
Off the sea or off the second bulk?
That's a good question.
I think off the Volk, right? Because we're running 4 Volks, and we want to. We don't care. We don't want him to care which one he's wastelanding if he has that. All right, I think we definitely daze here.
Yeah.
This is like why you play the deck, essentially.
Yeah. So this is where this is one of those beautiful spots where we get to abuse our mana advantage. So notice that if you had dazed the Delver, then you couldn't set up this play.
Exactly. Yeah. Oh, okay. He's got to get a land. He just revealed Lightning Bolt.
Yeah, that's fine. You just jam the Pyromancer and then give him the next exam, right?
Yeah.
The other alternative is to brainstorm and then get rid of some of this useless stuff and then lightning bolt the insect. That's the other alternative.
I think I like that because I want to get rid of the Mystic Sanctuary right now.
Yeah, I think so. I think I like that play too.
Oh wait, do I play a land? I play a land first, right?
Yeah, I play the fetch land first. I agree.
Just playing loose right now. All right, Mystic Sanctuary and it.
The Volk, I think, because we're fetching Volk off the Flood Restraint.
Yeah.
And then I'm happy just bolting that insect right now.
We want to basically grind this out, hopefully.
Yeah, usually you're fairly happy in this matchup if both of you just sit and play land go until you hit 3 mana.
Okay, well that's fine. We just abrade the Dreadhorde and move on.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Oh jeez. Same card again. Good shuffle.
Yeah, just play the C. Play the C.
Don't we play fetch land and abrade and pass?
Well, I think the C is better. I think you want to save the fetch land because next turn you'll probably be sanctuarying something.
Okay.
So I think I just play the C. Braid the Arcanist.
And just pass.
Yeah, and then next turn we're probably playing Pyromancer and then putting either Lightning Bolt or Ponder on top. The other alternative is to just put one of them on top and not play the Pyromancer and hold it for a turn if you think he has removal. So we know he has what? He has Daze and Unknown card.
He has Daze and something else. Yeah.
And that something else is... okay, so now I think I just play the fetch land, play Pyromancer, and brainstorm.
Okay.
And that way we can just fetch that sanctuary. Which is then probably what we're doing with...
We're going to brainstorm right now, basically.
Yeah. In case he has a removal spell.
Yeah. And he does.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah. Alright, so Sanctuary's going back. We already played the land, right? So...
Yeah, Sanctuary back, and I think you dump the Wasteland.
Basically just shuffle away the Wasteland and play Delver, or wait till next turn?
He has Daze, so you're definitely waiting until next turn to play the Delver.
Of course. Alright, so...
But you do want to fetch, and you probably want to fetch now, and then fetch the Lightning Bolt, in case he's drawing Stifle. So.
Got it. So you want me to fetch now?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Well, now he has drawn it, so it doesn't matter.
Okay, anyway. I'll just wait till end of turn then.
We're getting to the point where we can't take too many of his savage beatings.
Oh, okay.
That was bad for us. Yeah, I think we're dead.
Oh, I think we still Sanctuary for Brainstorm and try to get into a Plague Engineer or something.
Oh, yeah, that's true. But then we want Ponder. Not Brainstorm. But you're right. That's what we do. Sanctuary Ponder. Bear in mind that you cannot cast... he has Daze, right? Yeah, take Ponder.
Yeah. So it has to be delayed over...
Yeah, so this turn we're casting Ponder, and then you're borrowing the insect, I think.
Mm-hmm. All right, so we're gonna Ponder.
Yeah.
It's a shuffle, right?
Yeah, get rid of him. Get the bad away with the bad cards. Yeah. Ugh.
Oh, we have to pass. Well, at least we have force for something.
Yeah. I wonder what we could have done different this game. Were we too aggressive with the creatures? I don't think so.
No, I think it was just the. No, I think it's just sort of the way the draw shaped out, right?
Yeah. I was wondering if there was an out somewhere.
I think we forced this.
No. I mean, you have the Brazen Borrower as an out to it.
Okay.
I think the Plague Engineer is more important to resolve.
All right.
Let's see if we get lucky.
Oh, we did not. Well, we still have to. We put like Delver and Volcanic, or Force of Will and Volcanic back, and then we preordain bottom.
Yeah, so then what you're gonna do? Yeah, but remember he has days, right? So we're not casting Plague Engineer this turn.
We basically have to fade his Delver not flipping.
Yeah, so I think you put Wasteland and Force of Will on top.
Wasteland and Force of Will, yeah.
Yeah, and then I think you play Preordain, and then I think you play Delver, unless you hit a removal spell.
Okay.
If you hit a removal spell, that's fine. Then.
Okay, we're gonna bottom these two.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's good. So now you can.
Now I play
Delver.
Well, I haven't played a land yet, right? But I don't need to play this land. I don't need to give him.
Just play it.
Just play it.
Yeah, you will need it sooner or later, anyways.
Yeah.
And God forbid he has double days. All right. Hit him. Send
Hit him.
The message.
Get that value in.
And then let's pray.
Please show me Plague Engineer. Ponder, that's good too.
I can show us. Now you understand why I put a lot of Plague Engineers into my deck, right?
Yeah. Aye. All right, shuffle.
That was not a Plague Engineer.
All right.
Wrong free drop.
GG's.
But you see why I kind of want the third Plague Engineer, right?
I definitely see that, yes. Okay, so let's jump into our third game here.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was just sort of, it was a game of inches. Both games, I think he just drew a little bit better.
Yeah, that Nemesis was a little frustrating.
Yeah. I think they play maybe one or two copies, so it's not that common.
Yeah, I mean, you'll see it. Yeah. But that's why Plague Engineer is so good, because Plague Engineer nukes the Nemesis, and without the Nemesis, the rest of their deck is kind of any.
Yeah, and there's just no point where I could hold up red mana, even if I had a Pyroblast. It's just not feasible.
Yeah, like your deck, and even if you can hold it up, he will just daze it. So it's sort of like it ends up being just a removal spell for Delver, which I mean that can be fine, but like I'd rather force through my Plague Engineer.
That's definitely been a matchup that I've had a lot of trouble with in the past. When I played Grixis Delver, something like your list versus Blue-Red Delver, it was actually the initial reason that I switched over to Blue-Red Delver. But I think I'm probably just playing the matchup suboptimally, so I have a lot to learn there.
Yeah, I mean, I don't feel massively favored. I feel like it's sort of 50-50-ish. Like, I probably win more than I lose, but I may be winning because I'm better at playing Delver Mirrors with my opponent rather than because the deck is favored as such. And it's not a massive advantage.
Yeah.
Like, it could be that it's in reality. Like, it's about that kind of thing where it's hard to say because, you know, I haven't sat down and played 20 matches versus a good Blue-Red Delver player to get a real flow of what the matchup looks like if both players know what they're doing. But I generally my my feel is it's very tight, but I tend to end up winning a little more than I lose.
I hope that one of these days we could actually play when the stores in Shanghai open up again with the legacy
Uh,
events.
it's gonna be great.
How many events did you play before they closed everything?
I played one. I played one local Saturday. Then I think I was here for 2 weeks before everything started going haywire.
Hmm.
So I think I 6-0'd a local event here. No, did I only 5-1? I think I only 5-1.
Somebody told me that you won that local event, right? That one event you played.
Yeah, I won it. I'm just wondering if I lost a match in there. I think I lost a match in there. I think Richard beat me. Um, so
What did you play against? Were they like what was the meta like for that small local?
it was all sorts of things. What did I end? What did I play against? I beat an Eldrazi player. I beat Elves, Stefan Taxes. Richard was playing some sort of Oko deck. There was what else did I play against? I played against two more. I don't remember. It's too long.
Are you talking about Richard or Reinhardt?
Oh, Reinhardt. Sorry.
Yeah, he's an Oko control fanatic. Yes,
Yeah.
we finally win the Dairo. That is a keep. The question is the Chuan plays the Thoughtseize, right?
We're on the play.
Hmm.
Yeah, I think so because that sets up the turn to Red Horde Arcanist. I think that just gives us more options.
Yeah.
So, by the way, I think the real question is whether it is a keep or a snap keep.
Existential questions.
Yeah.
So my scrub, the scrub in me says that whenever I see Bedlam Reveler in the opening hand, I actually have to evaluate it a little bit. You know, that's just my gut reaction.
Yeah. Well, I mean, so the thing is, right? Bedlam Reveler is one of those cards that it sucks in this particular opening hand. Like you want to draw it late, but it so brutally flips some matchups because it's in your deck. And actually, what I found was in a lot of the cases where I want Gurmag Angler, which is what I would otherwise be playing, Bedlam Reveler is equally fine or even better.
Oh, what do we have here?
Ugh.
Um,
Yeah, this is actually kind of interesting, right?
yeah.
So-
Do we? I mean, there's a case to be made for. I think it's Chalice, but is there a case to be made for Knight?
I mean, there is a case to be made for Knight. Okay, so my key concern here is this Wasteland.
Yeah.
So, because if he Wastelands us next turn, that's super awkward for us.
Mm-hmm.
So I kind of want to bait him into doing something that's not wasting us.
Mm-hmm.
So I almost want him to play the Chalice. And if I want him to play the Chalice, then I want to take the Knight. Now, if that's what's happening on the other hand, then we are setting ourselves up to let him play Magic.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas if you take the Mox here,
Mm-hmm.
I guess if you take the Chalice here, I think we take the Chalice and just try to play a real game of Magic with him.
Okay.
We could get wasted here and just be semi out of the game. I guess we can play Delver if he wastes us.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess it's not that bad. But can you just open up the screen on his cards, just so I can follow. Just my alcohol percentage has been too high for my memory to work function.
No, I like using this as well. It's funny because I'm such a Magic Online noob. I didn't know this function existed until, I don't know, maybe like a month ago. It's been helpful though.
So
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay.
Do we?
We do not force that.
Okay.
That is not happening. Let's see what he dumps. Probably the thicket.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's Catacombs, Knight, and
Yeah.
one unknown card. All right. I guess now we.
Ooh, this was excellent.
Yeah.
Now we get to Delver. But you can kind of see how if we...
There's a way to sort of make your opponent... You got to put your mind in the opponents, right? Think about how they're going to play it.
Yeah, that's one of the wonderful things about Forties as a card is you get to actually think through what your opponents plays. But there's a completely different game where he gets to just... Where he, in pure enthusiasm, tries to jam the Chalice turn 1. And we force it with it, and we jam the Dreadhorde Arcanist. Very different game to this.
Yeah.
Not necessarily better or worse, but it is a very different game. Sounds like we're going to get to daze something now.
Yeah.
Unless he's just playing around Stifle.
Is it a Sylvan Library? Yeah, this is tough.
I guess you let him have that.
Okay.
Oh, Lord. Oh, some things just make me tired. Anyways. Flip with like a ponder into land, or just draw land. Land would be fine.
Yeah, just the land is good.
Yeah, I just kind of want, well... Although I wouldn't mind a ponder to trigger...
Oh, Wasteland. Okay,
that's still, that's a cast Dreadhorde Arcanist, so it's still fine. Which is going to make him jam the Knight into Daze, because he knows it's going to get Fort Seized.
Yeah.
And then
Well, I mean, we definitely are going to force his action, right? So.
Yeah, I mean, he's not going... After this, he's not going to have any gas. Well, or he is going to be aggressive and just wasteland us. I mean, so the thing is here, we're probably all in on the Delver and the Dreadhorde at this stage, because we're going to be out of lands very, very soon.
Yeah.
So we probably have to prepare for the fact that we may have to force removal on Delver. His life total is a little high for me to be comfortable with that plan, but, you know.
Yeah.
Actually, that's another reason that we want to daze that Volcanic up ASAP. Is he gonna play Knight? Okay,
Do we daze anyway, just to put it back in our hand?
Oh, no, you probably want to waste... No, I don't think so. Because you want to... The daze is very valuable as a pitch card to force.
That's right.
Oh, this game was looking so good.
I guess I have to review it.
Just validate his life choices.
Yeah.
So yeah, now we're definitely priced into... well, I guess hoping he doesn't do anything too relevant.
This is one of those matchups where I think generally Angler is better, although it wouldn't have mattered in this game. I think we have to force this, right?
I don't know, actually. So this is interesting.
Because we know he has the Knight.
Yeah. Because here's the thing, if you force this now, then he jams the Knight next turn. And then I think you probably just get raised to death by the Knight. I think you have to tempo him.
Yeah. Okay.
So I don't think you can win by forcing this. You may not be able to win by not forcing it, but I think you have to gamble to win here a little bit. The best thing we can do is draw another Force of Will.
Yeah, trying another counter would be awesome.
Yeah. Like, if he just keeps flipping Knights off of this, and we force, like, you know, there's a scenario where we end up winning this game. Dark Confidant is gonna get dangerous for him.
Crop? No, cycling.
Yeah, so I'm wondering if we should be wasting.
Oh, you mean right now?
Yeah, like right now.
Oh, jeez. All right, that's too late. Do you want me to waste now?
Well, yeah, I mean it doesn't make a whole lot of difference.
But if we draw a land, we could.
Yeah, you may also have to Wasteland Blast Zone.
Yeah. I think we hope to draw into another land. We can play on Pyro.
Yeah. Okay. Let's try that plan.
Marsh Flats.
So lucky. So lucky.
I think we used all our luck in that Eldrazi matchup.
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna force this, and then we're gonna get super lucky and draw into another Force of Will.
Yeah, that would actually be decent. And then we're gonna have him flip something really, really brutal.
Yeah. Like
if he flips 2 freeze and we force something, then I think we're good.
Mm-hmm. Oh, wrong color land.
Just play it anyways, right? Then you're making him wastelanded. Actually, I might even waste his Trub and then play it, which makes our days more relevant.
Okay, let me do that. I'll waste his Trop.
And the wasteland's in his graveyard, so he has to loam it back, which takes some time.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, flip something.
Euro.
Yeah. What?
Okay.
Ooh, that's another card I have.
It's a spicy one.
That
3 CC.
Yeah.
But it helps him gain 3 life, but unless I daze it.
Well, does he have another land? Is it?
Yeah, he should have another land, so he should just play it, right? Yeah.
Ugh. Does it gain him life?
Yeah, when it comes into play, he has to sack it right now, but it still gains him life and put a land from hand into the battlefield.
Okay.
It's a disgusting card.
That's.
And then you've got the escape clause, so you can play it from the graveyard. And one thing I missed initially is that every time it attacks, it also triggers that ability.
So what does that mean? So next turn he goes to 4, then he fetches. Then he can't fetch and play it, can he? Well, yeah, he can, right?
You can just play it.
Okay.
Play for blue, green, green.
Oh.
Exile 5 other cards.
Yeah, I'm not meant to. Yeah, then we can daze it, right? I'm not mentally present enough. Just keep attacking and hope it works.
Sure.
It's not like we have a whole lot of other stuff to do here.
Exactly.
Drawing a volcanic here would be very nice, so we can just bolt him in the face.
All right, flip over Jace, please.
Oh.
Oh, Scavenging Ooze. That's also a beating.
Yeah, it's a little filthy. So I gained him 2 life.
Well, if I draw into a volcanic, I can still win.
Yeah. Do we have to daze with Scavenging Ooze here?
I think so.
So
the ooze, and then that way he cannot escape the Euro.
Well,
the ooze is gonna gain him life. We have to.
I think I can't do the math here. I am too tired. So you play the ooze, and then he has 2 mana up. Then he goes to 4.
Mm-hmm.
So if you daze the ooze,
then he can only get 2 activations from the ooze.
Yeah, which brings him to 4.
Yeah.
I mean, okay, he's not playing ooze.
Yeah, he's going for the Uro.
Yeah.
Which I can still beat if I just top deck a red source.
I think you still daze it, right?
I still daze it, yeah. just to make him fetch.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is an interesting decision because I think the safer play is to get the ooze out. Yeah, he just hurt us.
Oh. So if he plays with ooze, then he gains 2 life, which puts him to 4. Unless we.
Well, if he's paying this way.
Yeah, then he's.
Oh, he's loaming.
He
didn't have a land play, so I can't do anything to this loam. I just have to let it resolve.
But what the hell's the point of that?
Yeah, Wasteland, Blast Zone, and Tropical Islands.
Okay. Is he gonna be blast? He's gonna be blast zoning. He thinks he can blast. So no, he can blast zone the insect. Okay. All right. I guess we have to draw volcanic or have that black dark conflict something.
Oh, he's doing it now.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, well,
there's nothing you can do about it. All right, one time.
Come on. Oh no, that was not.
All right. Second time. F6. Get lucky. Come on, James, you can do this. This is in real life we would be windmill slamming off the top of his library now.
That's right. Oh yes! Oko saves the day.
Yeah.
Oh man, that was a sweat.
Yeah. All right. So I don't know if do we want ley lines here? Well, here's Uro.
I think we're very, very concerned about Loam and Uro. If it's just, I think I put this in.
I usually don't board the surgicals if I'm playing against that deck, because I'm like the way you win is by being aggressive while he's fiddling around with his Loam. It's not really by actually countering the Loam.
Are there
But I don't know if that's the case here. Mm-hmm. I'm thinking, what do I want here? We definitely want the braids. So we just order in sort of, what do we definitely want? What maybe do we want?
Yeah. So
we definitely want the braids. We may want leyline, but I'm not sure we do. Mm-hmm. We may want the Painful Truths package.
Okay.
We definitely don't want Plague Engineer, and we definitely don't want any of the other stuff. So what do we not want?
Are we sure about Plague Engineer not being good here? Like,
it's just too clunky. Like, you have to be aggressive, and Plague Engineer is just not aggressive.
Okay. Is there a case to be made for? Is there a case for it to be made for Red Blasts for? Just for Oko, probably not, because you just counter whatever they have, right? You probably want to keep the Force of Negation. It can counter Life from the Loam.
Yeah, he has a lot of stuff we want to counter, I guess.
We need to kill everything that moves, so...
Yeah. I think I'm just cutting the Bedlam Revelers, and then I am probably just boarding in the braids and leaving everything else on the sideboard.
Okay, so we don't want these things here.
Yeah, I think I just want to be a lean, mean machine.
Okay.
Like, I may not want we may or may not want the Force of Negation, but I can kind of see you. Because
we gotta counter their Oko and their Chalice, right? Those are the two big things.
Yeah, but you have days. You're not on the play. You're not on the play, so then I want it. We're on the draw.
Yeah. Do we take out any number of dazes?
No.
Okay.
No. So we're not gonna outgrind this guy.
Okay.
That's not how we win this match.
All right. So let's.
So, yeah, days sucks, but the games days suck are the games we're losing anyways. Yeah.
Get aggressive. If they have Punishing Fire, we just die, but that's fine.
Well, it didn't look like he was a guy who was playing Punishing Fire. If he has Chalice, turn 1 Chalice, I think we're dead. Mm-hmm. But.
Oh, a Braid, yeah.
But
still pretty slow.
I think in the realm of keeps to snap keeps, I think this kind of qualifies. Mm-hmm. Yeah, if he goes Chalice, we're screwed. Yeah,
that is fine. We still Delver turn 1, right?
No. You murder that thing.
Okay.
You kill it, and you snap kill it. Generally speaking, unless you have a really weird plan in mind, like what we did last time, then Dark Confidant is a snap kill. You'll probably have to daze something here, is my guess.
Yeah.
Mox Diamond is so sick.
We're dazing this.
Yeah, that's not allowed. That cannot happen. There's an argument for wasting him here, but I think the safe play is to just play Delver.
Mm-hmm.
But this game can go south in so many ways.
Oh yeah. 3 cards in hand for them.
But then again, remember he has a Stompy element, so many of these hands, like, they look super sick, but then when you say no the first 2 times, then he stops playing Magic.
Mm-hmm.
Like here, right? He's basically stopped playing Magic.
Yeah, just basically. So we Delver and then waste the Bayou?
Yeah, I'm fine with wasting whichever one of them, given that he has Mox Diamond.
Okay.
And then next turn, we probably abrade the Mox, is my guess.
Mm-hmm.
And then, in a moment, he hopefully has no mana base. We ride the insect to victory.
Right into the sunset. Along with hopefully 8 or 9 other creatures that we can find.
Yeah, as many as possible. Actually, I guess there's an argument for braiding rather than playing the Delver, based off of the fact that since he didn't play a bomb last turn, but decided to abrupt decay, and he didn't play a land, then he's likely to have more removal.
Yikes, that Cabal Pit is annoying.
No, that Cabal Pit is really annoying. Okay. That's a little obnoxious.
The question is, do we just waste it now?
Well, he's just gonna get it back, so
yeah,
wasting it doesn't actually do all that much. I think playing that card does more.
Mm-hmm. We just play it off the Wasteland and the Bulk, right? Do we reveal?
I may want to fetch a Bulk. Play it off the Wasteland, right? Because we may need a black source.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that's probably right. Although I don't really want to show him the Wasteland.
Yeah, that was my consideration. Right. But it's sort of borderline.
Yeah.
Earl, no.
Oh, and he can pick it out a bit, but does his mana base doesn't support it?
Not right now. Yeah, it's green, blue.
Yeah.
That's awkward for him, but I'm not complaining.
Yeah, now we get to ponder twice in our turn unless he kills our Arcanist. So he doesn't have Threshold, so Cable Pit is not
active. Well, even then, it doesn't kill the kill the Arcanist. Well, I guess it can stop it for 1 turn.
He hasn't played a land yet, right? So he's thinking at the moment.
Yeah.
He's tanking.
Yeah, he's thinking, do I loam those lands back? Not really. There's only Scrubland, right?
You can Bojuka Bug us, but then he's Bojuka Bug the Lightning Bolt. It doesn't do anything.
Yeah.
And he's farther away from playing Row, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's what.
Yeah, there he goes.
He somehow thinks that's going to help him. I don't know why. So what's he doing?
He doesn't know that we top deck very well.
Yeah. Okay. So, all right. So now we're going to hopefully flip the Delver.
So Thalia's in the deck. Okay, that makes sense. Oh, not flipping. Okay, so start off with a Ponder, right?
Yeah, I think so.
I definitely want to get that value.
So
normally very good cards.
I think you want. I think we want all of them.
Yeah.
Question is.
Well, we pick up Brainstorm first, right? We're gonna Ponder again.
Preordained is better than Brainstorm, but anyways. So what are we pitching to the Force? We want the Force and something that we're pitching. I think we're pitching Brainstorm to the Force. Because I think Preordain is better here. So I think you go Preordain, Force of Will, Brainstorm, and then we cast a Ponder again, and we draw the Force of Will.
So you're saying Brainstorm on top right now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
so just
and then you draw Preordain next turn.
Okay.
And then I think you play the Flooded Strand, but don't fetch as much as we want to fetch.
Right, we want to keep those cards. So we
draw the Force.
Draw the Force. Okay, so it's basically Disorder.
Yeah.
They're all good.
Yeah, and then I think we waste the Underground Sea just to slow him down.
Okay.
I don't think you really care about the Cable Pit.
It's gonna come back.
Yeah, it's currently it's like if you look at his mana base, it's actually a super awkward mana base.
Yeah.
That he has going on there.
Well, was there a case to be made for braiding the Mox Diamond? Probably.
Yeah, I thought about it, but the problem is you have to fetch and you.
Yeah, I want to keep all those cards, right? And I also want to flip the Delver.
Yeah. Yeah, flipping the Delver doesn't matter so much because this is gonna happen.
Yeah, it's gonna die. Yeah. Okay, now the question. Oh well, there's no question, but I guess drawing a second Arcanist was good. Or third, I don't remember now.
Yeah. No. Yeah. Now we probably just have to play the Arcanist, right?
Yeah. We fetch Volk and play Arcanist.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's interesting. I'm very tempted to abrade that Mox Diamond, but I think we have to actually get something going here. I don't think we can quite sit around and fiddle our thumbs forever.
Yeah.
We have to actually do things to win.
Have to be the aggressor here.
Yeah. Sven also does not cast Uro, right?
Oh, Uro in hand. Well, I guess we let it resolve, right? It'll drum. Do we force it?
Wait, so what does it actually do?
Oh, okay. So here you go. When it enters the battlefield or attacks, you gain 3 life and draw a card, and then you can explore.
And then it goes to the graveyard again. Okay, but in that case, I think you just let it die, right? Like
you let it die. Yeah, you let it gain him the 3 life.
Yeah, okay. That sucks, but it's not.
It's really one of the best reasons for me to be fearful and play Grave Hate in this matchup. Maybe it's results-oriented thinking.
Yeah, I mean, just think about if you top deck Leyline here.
Yeah, it's really bad.
It's super
well, top decking a Surgical is okay, but Leyline is pretty bad.
Oh, he dredged. Okay.
Yeah.
Dredge.
Okay, so we preordain here. Or do we...
Do we preordain or do we brainstorm? I think you probably preordain, right? We're trying to look for a land.
Yeah. Bottom.
Are you sure of it? I think
keep the Force, right?
Yeah, keep the Force.
Okay.
And then just let's attack and play another preordain.
Yeah.
And see if we can hit a land. Like, we kind of have the engine going.
Yeah.
So we're sort of, it's his Loam versus our Howling Mine. We don't want Thoughtseize. Do we want the Underground Sea?
I think we do, right? We Underground Sea and then we...
Oh, yeah, because then we can brainstorm. Yeah. I agree. We haven't played a land. Like, we kind of just want to play a whole bunch of spells here. And this way, now our Delver is going to flip, which, it's not that important because he is going to kill it, but...
Do we still play out the Delver?
Oh, the other alternative is to abrade the Mox here.
Yeah, that's the other option.
Brainstorm Delver. I'm in the mood to brainstorm Delver, but I can't really argue why. I think it's just more efficient.
Okay.
It's just
Let's
mana efficient.
brainstorm Delver.
In that case, put the land.
Put the land and well, actually no. I mean, do we want to fetch right now? We do.
Wait, actually, that's true. I think we rather flip the Delver. So probably put Scalding Tarn, a Braid, or Scalding Tarn, whatever you want to show him, but probably be a Braid.
Yeah, scalding tarn and then a braid. Is that right? Okay.
Yeah, and then we play the Delver.
And it's okay to do this even though he's got the Cabal Pit, right?
Yeah, because he has to use a turn to Cabal Pit us.
Yeah.
So we're just kind of trying to time walk him forever here while we're, and every time we time walk him, we're playing. We have Howling Mine in play. So.
Yeah, he didn't go for that.
No, the question is, he has a Loam in hand, right? So the question is, do you force the Loam if he plays it?
Just to slow them down.
Yeah. Like, almost. Well, okay, now, because it's not going to slow him down because he's already played a land. So in that case, we do it, right? We just let it resolve. That's fine. You can just play it against next turn.
We have to actually counter the Earls, I guess. That's going to be the only way.
It's a little annoying that we don't really have a way to deal him a lot of damage, and that sticks. Like, now I'm a little sad that we bought it out with Bedlam Reveler, but I think we just kind of have to keep the velocity going.
Yeah.
Why did he play that Dryad Arbor? What does Dryad Arbor do for him?
I don't know, but first we're going to attack in Flashback Brainstorm, right?
Yeah. Just get. I guess he's trying to get green mana.
Yeah.
For heroes, right? Like Scrubland and Bog doesn't actually cast anything relevant.
That's right.
Yeah, that's what we want.
So these are good cards. So let's think about this. We have 3 forces now.
Yeah, you can probably wait. So I want to play Pyromancer and a Braid this turn. So that maybe.
So we can chuck a force.
Yeah.
We have to chuck a force and we have to chuck a daze, right?
Yeah, I think that's probably correct.
Okay.
Yeah, I guess the other alternative is to play Young Pyromancer and Brainstorm.
Yeah.
Actually, that might be better because then we don't have to actually pitch. That's going to allow him to catch Euro next turn, but if he's catching Euro, then he's not capable of pitting any of our creatures. And I think we want that Brainstorm in the graveyard, and I don't think we want to pitch force to force.
Okay.
So I actually think that's a better play.
So we're going to Brainstorm now.
Yeah, I think so. I don't like that we don't get to abrade him, but I think you have to.
Okay, so we put days in a land back, right? Pretty much, and then we shuffle.
I'll put the land and then
force.
Oh, yeah, land and force.
Okay.
Days gives you options. I think it's probably the first thing you snap pitch, but so it's life.
Was there a case to be made for a braid? I guess there was a case to be made for braiding the Dryad Arbor or the Mox Diamond, right?
Yeah, there was.
But it wouldn't have developed our board as much.
Yeah, I think it was fairly strong board development because now, again, like velocity-wise, we're just doing so much crap at the same time, right?
Yeah.
That he can only make one play a turn, and we're making more plays a turn.
So he buys it back. I think we're gonna have to counter this.
Yeah, that is just a no. That will not be allowed. And then the best thing that happens is if we draw a removal spell and we just murder the Dryad Arbor and the box.
Yeah.
And have a force back up somehow.
Right.
I don't. Do we have stuff we need? Do we have crap we need to fetch away?
We had days on top. So do we want to draw it?
I think we probably want to get rid of that, right? Okay. Oh, we had a force on top.
Oh, we had a force on top. So I think that's actually worth keeping.
Is it?
Because you're getting another blue card at the very least, right? And then you're brainstorming into more density.
I guess so. Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah.
I guess so. I'm kind of hunting for more cantrips, but I guess so, because if you think about
Okay.
next turn,
So we're gonna fetch first.
yeah,
We're gonna
I
get
think
that.
he's dead. He has to do something fairly intense next turn.
All right. So we're gonna. The great thing is a Dryad Arbor can't even block.
Yeah. And now we see Dreadhorde Arcanist and Pyromancer together
Yes. The dynamic duel.
they're doing very fair things.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Well, it's not so bad.
We do want to Thoughtseize this turn, right?
Yeah, I think
When on Thoughtseize and a Braid this turn.
Yeah, I think you put Forties and a Force of Will on top.
Which order? Like Thoughtseize on top?
Yeah, I guess so, because Force of Will is not going.
Yeah, it's not going to do anything on its own.
I mean, we're not casting any. We're not our. The thing that could happen if we left the Force on top happened, which is we don't have any more gas. But it's okay, because he's not going to do something drastic next turn. And, we're going to force whatever he does, and then he's dead.
Yeah. That Scavenging Ooze probably needs to go, right?
Yeah.
Because I'll just counter the other one.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to need to abrade the Mox Diamond or the Dryad Arbor.
Take out the Dryad Arbor, it blocks.
Yeah, that's true.
Just nuke it to get rid of it.
This is beautiful to see the deck working like this.
Yeah. It's a little unfair that a Delver deck gets to have this many creatures in play.
Yeah. Just have the Force of Will ready for the Crop Rotation Tabernacle play.
Yeah. Although I don't think that saves him.
No, it doesn't. Because we have so many lands by now.
Yeah, it's not going to help him. I mean, we're going to force the Green Sun Zenith that he's going to cast for free, or Euro, or whatever it is he taps his mana.
They can only do one thing, so we'll counter that one thing.
Yeah, just say no. There are so many of these really annoying people out there in the world who think they have to play Magic, and your job as a Delver player is to be the fun police. Has to say no. Someone has to just say no, right?
Someone has to do it.
Yeah.
All right, that's fine. You just make yourself more dazeable.
Oh, that's just like rubbing salt in if you get to daze this thing. Yeah, that's beautiful.
I gotta give you the over-the-air high five. I feel like somehow you have helped me navigate that one. Not somehow, you have helped me navigate that one.
Any sort of insights from the match?
Uro is a beating, but surprisingly, we beat that deck without playing ley lines. That's really the eye-opening thing for me. Now, we couldn't have drawn any better, but that still is a relevant data point for me.
Yeah, I mean, generally speaking, even if we have leyline, like, how do I phrase this? Like, the way to think about that deck is, again, it's a Stompy deck, right? They're going to play one play a turn, and they need 3 mana to function. So as a Delver player, if you get a little ahead on board and you just counter a spell a turn, then you can win. That's what it's all about. And, if you kind of have to dedicate yourself to that game plan. And that means if you're going down a card to try and counter some other cards, like, that doesn't necessarily put you ahead. Do you see what I mean?
I see.
Like, you're kind of, the great Sun Tzu, right? You have to pick a fight that you can win, and then you allocate all of your resources to winning that one fight.
Mm-hmm.
That's how you win with Delver.
Mm-hmm.
And the problem is, if you're trying to fight too many fights at the same time, then you spread your resources, and you lose them.
Yeah, definitely.
Because he only has to resolve one spell for us to lose. Like, that's kind of the key to the matchup. One spell and we lose. So you have to have X+1 answers So if you not have, you know, if you not have one less answer than he has threats, then you lost.
Yeah, our job is just to be that one step ahead, no matter how narrow it is.
Yeah. Oh, so...
So we're on the draw, but it still looks like a keep, right?
Yeah, this can go wrong in many ways. It would be so much better on the play, but I think we have to keep it. Well, it's definitely a keep.
Yeah, it's the snap keep or keep question.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go.
Okay, that's not fun.
Suddenly, I wish I was on the play.
Yeah, this would be a little more fun on the play. I guess you have...
Delver.
Well, I think you have to fold these. You cannot tempo him.
To get their enabler out.
I think we want to see what's going on.
Yeah.
Glimpse of Wildborn Preserver. I guess he cannot cast Wildborn Preserver next turn.
No.
So you take the Glimpse?
Take the Glimpse, yeah.
Yeah. And then we're getting ready. We're forcing Wildborn Preserver next turn.
Yeah.
And then that leaves him with 3 dudes in play, and then we have to somehow survive that onslaught.
Well, he could play the Wildborn Preserver, but we'll just daze it, right?
Yeah. He cannot effectively.
He cannot resolve it.
Play it, right? He can try. He's welcome to try. And he tried. I guess we're dazing it.
Yeah, he can't pay another mana.
Yeah, just get rid of it.
Okay.
That thing is not supposed to happen.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, just get in there for... Oh, man, really need that red source. We Thoughtseize again?
So what's his hand? Can you just flip that out? Let me have that. What's the quality of the dudes? So he has another Grand Ranger and a Heritage Druid. We kind of want to get rid of a Heritage Druid. I think.
He's got that in one other mystery card, so I think we go for the Thoughtseize, huh?
Yeah, I think so too. I think we're control here. I'm a little concerned about how low our life total is starting to be, but
so Heritage Druid, right?
Yeah. There's no point taking the Grand Ranger that he has already.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so he just has another Quarian Ranger.
Yeah.
Oh, Symbiote, that's...
Yeah, but he can... Okay, to be fair, he cannot abuse it, so it's okay.
Yeah.
And we have Lightning Bolt, so that thing is going away. I think we probably played Ponder and hope to find a land. And then
we have to get rid of the Symbiote.
Yeah, we probably do. Force is very nice, actually.
Yeah.
I guess the other alternative is you play the Delver here. I actually don't hate playing the Delver.
Just play the Delver with the second land.
Yeah.
Okay, so it looks like we have to shuffle everything away. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, it does matter. I mean, the Lightning Bolt is decent. But I want to flip that Delver as fast as possible.
Okay.
So I think I'm playing the Delver here. I mean, unless our plan is to just find something better, but until we flip that thing, we're going to take 3 damage a turn, and our life total is not.
Right. We're getting Delvered until we have our Delver.
Yeah. And now Dryad Arbor is turning up to join the party.
That's right.
Just for extra funsies. So.
Okay, we got to counter this? Because with the Symbiote shenanigans, can they draw extra cards this turn?
Well, he can draw 1 more card this turn.
Yeah, is it worth countering?
So he draws 2 cards. I think it's worth countering.
Okay.
I think 2 cards is 2 cards too many. I will not. I agree with not allowing that.
Yeah, this is always a scary matchup.
It's actually, I will say, it's surprisingly less scary with this deck.
Maybe with Plague Engineer and some grindy stuff, yeah.
Yeah, Plague Engineer and Dreadhorde Arcanist do a lot to make this matchup a little more laughable. Like, I think I was talking to Eric at some point, and he had the comment that he said he just never lost to Elves.
This is Eric Landon?
Yeah. He said it was physically impossible.
Hmm.
Um,
Interesting.
I
So
guess.
we nuke the symbiote for sure.
Yeah, but you don't do it now. I think what you do is you play the preordain, and then you hope the insect back, hope he attacks, and then you boom the symbiote and eat a dude.
Okay. So let me just do that.
And then we hope to get an Arcanist. Arcanist would be sweet.
Oh, they've got 0 cards in hand.
Yeah.
I think we keep this, but we just top brainstorm, right? We don't want
Yeah,
the
I don't think
borrower.
you need the borrower. You can't even cast it. It's not, and
Okay.
it's not what this game is
Do
good.
we brainstorm now to hope to get into another land, or do we just pass?
Just pass. There's no reason.
Okay. So I'm not going to attack. I'm going to just hold it
Yeah,
back.
yeah.
Okay.
And then you're going to see if he smells the
Smells the blood in the water.
yeah how angry he feels. Are we ready to blow him out?
Yeah, we'll see about that.
So this is where if you're playing in real life, right? Then this is the moment where you look at him and you look like you're sweating a little bit. And you read the Wildwood symbiote, and
You gotta
you
pull
read
off
the
the
Green
bluff.
Ranger, and you read the Dried Arbor, and like
Yeah, yeah. What does the card do again?
you fidget around a little bit,
Yeah.
and you
Shuffle
know
cards in hand.
you consider attacking with the insect, but you're like right.
Oh gosh. What do we have here?
We have. I think you have to kill the
Brainstorm.
symbiote.
What's that?
I think you kill. Okay, so this thing is going to find either Visionary or Scavenging Ooze or Wildborn Preserver,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Mm-hmm.
And either of those, I guess Scavenging Ooze is a problem.
You can bolt it next turn, right? So
Yeah, but Scavenging Ooze, because he's going to make two. He's going to make two more green mana because he
right.
can clear in range of the Dryad Arbor. He can
Right.
actually do it twice.
So I actually can't fatal push right now because I have to save it for the scavenging ooze or the
Yeah,
preserver.
I think so.
So do I brainstorm now just to see if I have something?
No. I think you hold it open.
Yeah.
You let him search,
Uh-huh.
and then he's gonna find probably Elvis Visionary, but could be one of the other two. And then you're gonna fatal push either the Wirewood symbiote or whatever he finds, depending on
Okay.
what happens.
Sounds good.
I think that's what's gonna
We
happen.
just stay put.
Yeah.
Okay. Looks like we're drawing a card.
Yeah, and then he's gonna do it again because
Yeah,
that's
I
just
think yeah, that's fair. So do we do something now? I guess it
there's
doesn't.
no reason to
There's
because
no
he's
reason
already
to.
he's
Yeah.
already
We're not going to
used
counter anything on the stack.
yeah.
Okay.
Feels a little obscene, but anyways. Like you can just, but we're killing the Wirewood. Oh Lord.
Oh my goodness. Well, that was a good draw. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
We still kill the Wirewood symbiote. I feel like.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Yeah, this is
Oh.
pretty sick. Oh my gosh.
Oh
Some good
Lord.
draws there.
Yeah. I mean, if he blanks a little bit and we kill the Wirewood symbiote next turn, and then we draw Dreadful Arcanist, I can see a way we win this, but it's not really.
All right, so we have to kill the symbiote, right?
Yeah. See, this game went from very good to not good.
Manageable to gone south.
Yeah.
Um,
Let's just ponder, right?
we ponder with the C, right?
Yeah. Because our base play is we're going to bolt the symbiote.
Oh, that's
Uh,
actually.
not good.
Yeah. Do we play out the wasteland though, and then ponder next turn?
What is the wasteland going to help us?
Not really, because what's a card that would actually help us? Maybe nothing, but was it like
Dreadhold Arcanist. Dreadhold
yeah?
Arcanist is the
So we should shuffle, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
We need Dreadhold Arcanist. Otherwise,
Oh, that was the cousin. Okay. All right.
get,
I think we have to bolt anyway, right?
yeah. Get rid of that symbiote. Kill it. Get rid of it. I mean, one might argue that just get rid of it, just nuke it. Get that thing out of here.
The little flex, the untap.
Uh,
Do we attack now?
no,
Okay.
flat no.
Okay, we have a serviceable blocker with reach.
Yeah. So again, his hand is like what, 2 lands and an Elvis Visionary, or
Yeah.
so. So this can go quite south, but
Oh.
you can also just draw a bunch of irrelevant 1/1 duds.
Well, that
bad.
will help.
Oh.
Well, I mean,
See-
they found 3 symbiotes this game, so I think they drew pretty well.
Well, I mean, it is what that deck does.
Yeah,
but
it is.
still
Yeah, it's the engine.
makes me a little tired. Okay, so now we kind of have to brainstorm into a removal spell.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Yeah.
All right, we have to put. Do we put a brainstorm back on top, or yeah?
Yeah, I think you need the Pyromancer.
Okay.
And then I think we fetch and try and find a bolt and pray.
Yeah.
I'm not too happy with praying as a solution to problems, but in this particular case, I don't think we have much else going for us. Praying was unsuccessful. You may as well scoop at this stage. It's done.
All right. Here's where the fun begins. That's why Magic is best of 3.
Yeah, so we get to the Plague Engineer. Yeah, you're definitely bringing Painful Troops and Sanctuary. This is exactly the matchup you want with him.
Interesting.
Yeah, and you are probably bringing in a Braid, depending on what we need. Then what do we not want?
The problem is all these cards are good.
Yeah, but they're not. Some of them look like they're good, but they're not really good.
Maybe Reveler can go out.
It could, but I don't think so. This gets very grindy. I think you want to get rid of the Daces. They are very bad. Then I think you want to get rid of the Brazen Borrower. Not really, maybe, because it deals with that Wildborn Preserver, which is a pain in the
Maybe a
ass.
Force of Negation.
I don't think so, because you want kind of both Glimpse and...
Oh, I see. You want to get to the
Aggro.
mid to late game by just stopping that engine.
Yeah, I think you cut the Delvers. You can
Really?
cut yes.
I thought the
That was
key was
irrelevant.
just getting a quick Delver and riding it to victory.
Not in this matchup. It's completely irrelevant.
Okay, so do you want to cut off 4 or maybe cutting 3?
Just
We
cut 3. We're just shaving.
Okay.
But I mean, if you look at the sideboard now, there's nothing there that's better than Delver. It's all pretty bad. But if I had something better, I would not.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Wow.
okay. So here's how this matchup works out, right? They're actually fairly fast, so you can't really race them. But you can play against them like they're a Maverick deck that happens to play some cards you have to force a will. So if you just play enough Painful Troops, you just murder anything that moves. And then they cannot interact with Dreadhorde Arcanist or Young Pyromancer, so those are actually quite good.
Mm-hmm.
A general rule of thumb is that if your opponent can't interact with like the red 2-drops, then you don't really need as much else going for you proactively.
Yeah, that in itself is the crux of the deck.
Yeah, so I think this is fine. Just trying to Delver an Elves player is just asking for trouble.
Oh, now this is very marginal. I think we have to ship this back, right?
Yeah, we're basically gambling on if we had
getting a red
volcanic,
source.
fantastic, but so
I mean, could we gamble like and then gamble on the volcanic? You think?
I don't think so.
Okay, so let's mulligan here.
We can do better.
That's a good one.
This is great. Chuck the sea.
So yeah.
And then I think you start by well, I guess.
I think we just pass, right?
Yeah, but I mean, so you're gonna be killing a dude.
Mm-hmm.
But the question is
it worth killing, right? So because they could just play Llanowar Elf go?
Well, we'll also kill the Nano Elves. It doesn't matter what he's playing. The question is, do we want to play preordain now or next turn?
Mm-hmm.
Like, we're gonna kill whatever he plays. It's not up for
I think
discussion.
there's a case to be made for holding up till next turn.
Yeah, I think so too, because the next turn, what's going to happen is you're going to preordain and hold Lightning Bolt open again.
Yeah.
And then hopefully turn 3, we drop a strong 2-drop.
Mm-hmm.
Or we play Painful Truths or something a little more significant.
Yeah.
So I'm happy with that.
Okay.
So. But generally speaking, thinking you can raise Elves is it's just not flying. Like, it happens in some games. Like, you have to keep your eyes open for it, but it's generally a losing strategy. It's like trying to raise Maverick. It's just not happening unless you're lucky.
Yeah, you may have the absolute nuts, but in that case, there's not much decisions that come with it.
Well, I mean, it's more a matter of, like, that happens if his draw is awful. It's less about your draw and more about his draw. Like, his good draw will beat your good draw.
Right.
Any day of the week if you're trying to be proactive. Sure.
That's a new one I've seen.
Whatever, dude. Go on the adventure. Why would symbiote? Okay.
Sure, I think
Yeah,
that's it, right?
yeah, snap kill.
Okay.
And the reason you want to snap kill it is you kind of, in the first few turns, you just want to restrict his mana. And even if it doesn't make mana, it can easily start to make mana in various different ways.
All right, so we're going to preordain.
Yeah, unless you wanted to fetch an Underground Sea.
That's interesting. Did we wasteland here?
I think you may want to waste, like, get rid of the Thoughtseize, keep a wasteland, and just waste him. I'm fairly happy with that.
You mean forget about the Thoughtseize. We don't need it.
Yeah, get rid of that.
Okay.
Well, I mean, yeah.
Okay.
Take that. Because, so, what we're actually playing into, what we're trying to play for, is to try and get an engine card in play.
Right.
And then we want to make him, like, not play Magic for as long as possible until we get an engine card in play. Let's see. So that one, I actually may still just murder.
Just murder it?
Yeah, just raid it.
Okay.
Because there's a very high likelihood that he's that he is. The reason I'm so proactive with trying to murder everything is that he is probably relying on Cradle as a mana source. And if you murder everything, then Cradle becomes
0.
Yes, and you cannot respond to him playing Cradle.
Yeah. Yeah, we knew that they had this.
See.
Yeah.
See, things would have gone more south if we.
Okay, so I think we ponder first.
Yeah, I agree. We have to ponder. Yeah, we're trying to look for, like, a Painful Truths or something.
Yeah, I think this is a shuffle, right?
Yeah, there's nothing in there that does anything.
Or even an engineer would be fine.
Oh, engineer would be sick.
Do we brainstorm again right now? But then we want to have a black mana, so we could fetch brainstorm with Underground Sea, right?
Yeah, but then we don't want to brainstorm. I think you bolt a Wildwood Symbiote and just pass. Okay. And then next turn you're going to be
you're gonna have a good brainstorm, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. It's like what are you gonna cast if you brainstorm into it here?
Yeah.
For 1 mana. Like, there's none of the cards that you actually actively want.
It could wait.
Yeah.
This is so interesting. I've never played the matchup this way before. Okay, so we don't have any dazes in the deck. So we just let this resolve.
Yeah. Like, I mean, I feel like forcing it, but we're not. It's not going to happen. It's not going to end up well for us.
Yeah, we need that brainstorm.
Yeah. So he has another land. No.
I
Okay, yeah, let him. Sure, whatever.
I think so. I mean, we gotta find our own action here.
Yeah.
All right, all we need is a plague engineer. Off the top. One time.
One-time plague engineer.
Do we end step brainstorm?
No,
Okay.
I am not down with instant brainstorm.
Okay. Are we sure? Like
Yes.
getting a plague engineer would be a big game, but okay. Let's brainstorm now.
Yeah. Try to see if we can get something better than those forces going.
Yeah. We just need. Oh, there it is.
That's sick.
All right, so I think we gotta keep two forces, right? So we basically have to put a land back and just tap out and play Arcanist.
Yeah, I think so. I think so.
I think we need to keep that force.
Well,
Well, what's done is done, I guess.
well, I mean, I wish I could offer you a superior solution.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like having the two forces, but I don't know what else to do.
Yeah.
So are we willing to
force a replayed? Oh, I guess we have to force that. So there's no.
Yeah, let's not. Let's just.
There's no discussion there.
Yeah, just nuke it. We're probably dead.
Yeah, we still let them develop. Oh, geez. Well, happens when you draw extra cards, I guess.
Well, it's also like his hand's got to be something, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's got to be some.
This draw, if we were stunting him on resources,
mm-hmm.
and that works up to the point where that plan only works if you then get the Dreadhorde Arcanist or Painful Troops running.
Okay, the question is, we have to brainstorm into Plague Engineer, basically, right?
Well, in that case, you're pondering.
We're pondering, okay.
I mean, but do you have to do that? I mean, because there's also a plan where you bolt the Symbiote. He only has 2 cards, right?
Yeah.
You just attack with Dreadhordes.
Mm-hmm.
You bolt the Symbiote. Then he probably jumps all of his dudes in front, and we kill a dude, and then we play another Arcanist. And now he has 3 dudes, and we have 1 Arcanist, which, if his last 2 cards are blank, so if we're gambling, it's going to end up really well for us.
Mm-hmm.
If he happens to have like a natural order or something, we're screwed. But I think I'm probably just playing for him having a mediocre draw.
Okay. So we're going for the bolt.
Yeah, because I think you can win that game.
Right.
Is what I'm saying, right? I think you can win a game where his hand is mediocre and we just have Dreadhorde Arcanist.
Yeah.
Now, if we hadn't drawn that Dreadhorde Arcanist off the top, would be different. Then I would be all for just
brainstorming. Just. All right, so are they gonna trade or not? Well, we've lost HJ, but we are playing on. And that Archon. Hello.
Hello, I am back for
All
the
right.
reason.
Welcome back. You can see the massacre now.
Oh,
They found a natural Archon, so I think the game's over.
Okay, that was bad for us.
Yeah.
I guess we are still allowed to cast Ponder.
Yes. Oh, there you go. Natural Plague Engineer. We might as well just slam it just for out of spite, right?
Well, I mean, you can actually. I guess you can still win this game, right?
Yeah. I mean, this thing has vigilance though. That's the tough thing.
Oh, okay. I guess we can't win this game.
Okay. Well, let's just do it. Just to give a little bit of satisfaction here.
Oh, so that means if we had pondered, we would have found Plague Engineer.
That's right.
Okay, so that would have been the winning line. That's it's wonderful.
Well, I mean, it can't always be so results oriented. So I guess there's no point attacking here.
Well, you get to play Ponder and Preordain.
That's true. So I think we just attack and just throw ourselves in there.
Yeah.
Oh no! Wait, no. They chose instant.
Yeah, so you can play Ponder and Preordain.
Oh, that's right.
I don't know. Do we have any outs to that damn thing?
I don't even know. Okay, so we're gonna play Ponder first. So we're gonna stack Ponder this way. That is not gonna do it. Actually, what are our outs? Do we have any? We have. Well, Petty Theft doesn't work. What sorceries do we have? Like,
I mean, I guess Bedlam Reveler is gonna like.
Yeah, that might be allow us to race.
Yeah.
Okay, so I think we have to shuffle, right?
Yeah, get rid of it. All bad.
Okay, that has some.
That has some utility.
Gives us some utility, yeah.
And those cards don't do.
They don't do anything, so they both go on the bottom.
Yeah. I mean, I guess
That's hilarious.
Okay.
Now we find them. No, I think that was a good line. Was to bolt the symbiote.
Yeah. I don't know. It feels like, if either of us has the nuts, we should be doing something else. But in the general sense of playing an ordinary game of Magic, I feel like it's probably the better play.
Yeah. Okay, so we don't have any sorceries left. So, do we attack with the Plague Engineer? I guess we just attack because there's no reason not to.
Yeah, I think you just attack with the Plague Engineer, and then I guess you play a Plague Engineer.
Yeah.
Now, if we name that damn thing, that Archon, is that going to change the clock? In any way, shape, or form?
It'll be 4, so I think it's still 3 turns.
Still 3 turns, but it does allow us to play Forces, right?
Right. So I think that's what we should do. I mean,
yeah.
There's no need for redundancy here, so we're gonna go with Archon.
Because the next turn we can play PC and Forces, and that's more power to the board.
Yeah.
So now we're actually bracing this thing.
Oh, that's unfortunate. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So it looks like we attack first, right?
Yeah.
Do we? There's no way we can flashback Thoughtseize, right? It's just.
Yeah, that's not.
Okay. So we're just gonna attack with the 2.
Yeah.
This is a very hilarious scenario.
Forces. Him. I was going to say Forces us, but that abrupt decay.
I think we take it. This is hilarious because if we get a lightning bolt, we might actually.
Well, not really, because he's going to block like the young pyromancer, and we can't cast it. So I think we're pretty dead.
I don't think attacking.
We're actually fairly close to racing.
Yeah. 2 Plague Engineers.
Oh, I want to third Plague Engineer that card. Yeah, check if Vodo's bugged and try and bolt him in the face.
Yeah.
No, it didn't allow you.
Chalice check. Archon check. I love it. Look at that. Look at the flex. He just blocks the Arcanist. It's like, all right. It's just out of spite. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna screenshot this because this is hilarious.
Oh,
so close.
We've had some unfortunate matches.
Yeah. It's tough out there for Delver, for the fun police. It's too much fun out there.
Yeah, people generally are having too much fun.
All right. GG's.
Oh.
All right, we got one last one. Let's end this one on a positive note.
But if you look at the matches, at least they've been decisive.
Yes. You know what? I don't mean to laugh. Like you're actually right. Like I find that when I play Magic Online, I tend to get a lot of 2-1s and 0-2s. So whatever we're doing, we're actually doing it right.
Well, don't know about that. I mean, with that deck, actually, I tend, against the Team America syndrome, that my post-board win rate is generally significantly higher than my pre-board win rate with the deck.
Yeah. As you said, that's one of the key reasons to play the deck, right?
Yeah, that's why you played this deck. So if the sideboard plan's not working, then you should just be playing blue-red.
Yeah.
Which is a fine choice, right? It's a little, what strategically are you trying to achieve in the metagame?
Mm-hmm. Oh, I just played this person yesterday. I can't remember what they're playing, though. Oh.
Well, let's I'm gonna draw.
Yeah.
I mean, I would keep this. I'm not shuffling this. I'm not.
So we're keeping this, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
But, I mean, if he goes turn 1 Child's Life sucks, and we get to play the second game.
This might be a breach deck. We might actually face one. In which case, that is an excellent draw, so I'm going to Thoughtseize him.
Yeah. What up?
Oh, wait. What is this? This is not what they played yesterday. Oh, this is that Humans Vial monstrosity.
Okay. This looks like it's a Death and Taxes deck with a very poor mana base. Get rid of that Baleful Strix. That is the scariest card by far. There's like a Baleful Strix, a Grizzly Bear, and 2 free drops that get dazed from here to the end of the universe.
That's right.
That hand.
Yeah.
That's my casual interpretation.
I think there's a well-known player, JTL. I faced him once. He was running this type of deck.
Okay.
Yeah, apparently it's working for him. He's one of the trophy leaders. All right, so what do we do here? We just brainstorm.
Yeah. See if we can find something that actually does something.
Delver does it. So we
Well, Canning Island, Scalding Tarn away, right? And then we play a Scalding Tarn, play the Delver, and then we start wasting and dazing our hearts away.
Yeah, I think so.
And then, he's going to sit over there without any basic planes and get wasted.
I like that plan.
Because he made such a wise choice of deck. And he doesn't get to play with basic planes.
The deck has Soul Herder. I haven't had them cast it yet, but that's a thing. Yeah, it's a very shaky mana base, and it's pretty bad when you don't have the Vial. They must have put me on some kind of Delver deck. Or not.
Well,
are they going for Recruiter?
Well, I mean, casting the 2/2 doesn't do anything, so
yeah.
I guess he kind of has to go recruiting.
Fair.
So he has another land in hand, doesn't he? He has a Flooded Strand in hand.
Mm-hmm. So one recruiter's gone. He's got the Relic Order.
Yeah.
Flooded Strand is...
the Delta's gone.
Delta's gone, so it's plus a mystery card. Yeah. Okay.
That doesn't flip him as much as I like it to. No matter how many judges I ask, they still don't tell me that it flips.
Okay, so we waste the underground sea, right?
Yeah, I think so. I think that's fine. I mean, I could see a universe where we waste the Tundra just to keep him off of Relic Water, but I think it's better to just cut him from the corner.
Mm-hmm.
I think you're right with that.
Are we dazing again?
Yeah. Who needs lands?
Yeah, who needs lands? It's all free anyway.
It doesn't matter. And then can we please flip this Delver?
Please.
Flip it with like a lightning bolt.
Oh yes,
On
that
this.
was a good card.
It's okay. Waste. And now the big question is: do you waste the Tundra or the Underground Sea?
Mm-hmm.
We care about him casting Grizzly Bear. He might have Prelate and other nasty things too.
Mm-hmm.
I think we care more about him casting Strix.
You think so?
I don't know what's in his deck really, but
Yeah.
my instinct tells me to cut the color. But if he's playing some of the really obnoxious white cards that he might be playing, then actually the Tundra could be a better choice.
Oh, it's so hard because we know he has a relic order, but that doesn't do anything.
Yeah.
Does it exile target? Oh, artifact or enchantment. So he's thinking about breach, or something else.
Yeah.
I think I take the underground sea.
Yeah, and just nuke the sea.
Yeah.
That's the safe choice. If he goes land Sanctum Prelate now, I guess. Well,
Yeah. Well, I mean, we still can force it.
it doesn't matter. Yes, infinity lands. So we've just been setting ourselves back, but it's okay. Apparently, that was more important than playing Grizzly Bear.
I think we have to force this pitching borrower.
Do you? Really?
You think we just grind it out, right? Just find something else.
Yeah, I mean, like if you force this game can go so far south if he draws like a Baleful Strix.
Okay.
Like I'm not necessarily saying that I forcing is super bad, but
Mm-hmm.
I mean you're really going all in, and I don't think you need to.
Okay. Oh, that's fine. I think we can find some stuff. Huh.
That's fine, right? We're gonna need that lightning.
Yeah. So let me just think how I want to sequence this. So I think we put this order. So Scalding Tarn on the very bottom.
Yeah, I agree. Because then next turn we're gonna ponder, and hopefully we'll not have to have Scalding Tarn.
Yeah, we're in good shape. I mean, if we're just trying to play attrition, then we're gonna come out on top. They have no engine. Oh, I wish I had another daze though.
Yeah.
Sure, I guess. It doesn't matter, right?
He can have
Yeah, you can have your 2/2. Vial.
That's fine. You have
Yeah, I think I can bounce it if I need to.
Also, he has enough mana that he can cast spells anyways.
Right. Okay, so start off
with... Play the sea. Because you want access to Lightning Bolt.
Yeah, I want to ponder off this.
Unless you feel like fort seizing.
Okay, so I think do we keep it disordered? We don't... we can't Thoughtseize. Next turn... I think we want to keep the Thoughtseize, right?
Do we? I don't think so. He's going to play whatever he has in hand.
The only thing they might have is like a swords, and we don't care, right? So... Yeah, okay, so I think this order is fine. Just put Thoughtseize on the bottom.
Yeah, and then I'm guessing you probably shuffle it.
Really? Yeah, okay.
I mean, you want the Ponder, but I don't think you want the two other cards. And then...
Yeah. Okay, let's shuffle. And then we get it again. So I think we ponder again, right? We don't need to kill this.
Yes. I agree. The best thing we can find is like Dreadhorde Arcanist. Bedlam Rebel is really good.
That is also very good. We just need another source. Do we keep all that? Yes.
Right. Yeah, you're definitely keeping all that. It's more a matter of what...
Reveler's on the bottom, and we put... Yeah. I think... Yeah, it doesn't matter. It's fine. Just keep that.
So now we're in a very good position, right? Now we can just play a nice little game where we trade our cards for his cards, and then eventually we Ancestral Recall, and then we trade some more cards for some more cards.
Yeah, 5 matches in, we may finally get to use the Reveler.
Yeah, I use it surprisingly not quite as often as I would like. I mean, there is a real option to saying in the deck that, that probably has to die.
Does it die now, or does it get bolted?
Well, so that's a little of an interesting question, right? And here's my thinking. Generally speaking, I would want to just bolt it and keep the force in hand, but you may want to be aggressive in casting Bedlam Riddler, and if so, then you don't want the force in hand.
Mm-hmm.
And the other thing going on is that force cannot take the whatever's popping out of his vial.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if you're forcing it, then we're pitching Brazen Borrower, and the problem is Brazen Borrower is quite a good magic card.
Mm-hmm.
I think we let this resolve, and then I think you bold it and preordain. Try and find a land.
Yeah, I can definitely see a case for that. Like, you're going to try to empty out your hand fairly soon.
Yeah, I mean, right now we need to find if we could pitch with Forties to the force, that I would have.
We just need a painter in play.
Yeah.
Okay, so do we still preordain, right?
Yeah.
Preordain using the C, so we can bolt.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Do we want that? I don't think you do.
So we just keep the Reveler?
Oh, do you want the Delver? I guess Delver is not.
It's pitches to force.
Yeah, and I guess you can attack with it.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a proactive card you can put on the board while you're waiting to cast Reveler.
So do we top both and just draw the Delver?
I think so. I mean, I don't think it's terrible.
Okay, but we keep the Reveler on top, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then I think we still snap bolt that Soul Learner so far. Get rid of it.
Yeah. It's a nuisance.
Yeah, it's obnoxious.
All right, well, they're drawing off the top, so I'm not too worried here.
And the next turn, I'm guessing that we probably want to Fatal. We want to play Delver and then probably Fatal Push for Relic Water.
Okay.
Not that I really care about Relic Water, but we kind of just want to empty our hand.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's a better target, but we can't kill it right now.
Well.
Oh, geez. I didn't even think about forcing it. Ah.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, that was a oversight.
Yeah.
I
we should force. Anyways, whatever. Just play the Delver. And hold on black mana and see what happens, I guess.
Yeah.
Unless you're afraid of him drawing something that's going to make shenanigans.
That will blink, right? Like a 3. I think we should probably, if we want to kill it, we just kill it now.
Okay, then just get rid of it. Like the Flicker Wisp just kind of walks into Delver.
Mm-hmm.
Is he playing? He must be playing Stoneforge Mystic, right?
No, this deck has no Stoneforge Mystic. It plays like 4 Meddling Mages and some other fun stuff.
Okay, so someone just hitting on Breach, or?
Yeah, it's basically a meta call here. I don't know what it's... I mean, I've heard people say it's a good deck, but I just haven't... okay, what do we do here? Do we force it?
Well, I mean, if you draw a red source, then having forced it is actually nice. It's a very aggressive play.
Mm-hmm.
The other alternative is it becomes our turn, we just bounce it with Brazen Borrow, keep drugging, and
that's probably better, right?
Well, I mean, it's pretty bad if we don't, like, do something. Like, Mother Rune's a very obnoxious magic card.
Yeah.
I'm perfectly fine with just forcing the damn thing. still aggressive, but we're sort of slow on mana.
Brainstorm. That will do. So we brainstorm with the Underground Sea and hope to get some action here.
Yeah, if we hit a red land, then this is gonna be great.
Oh no.
Well, it's not
still
too
okay.
bad.
I think we put we play another Delver, right? It's just a question of what do we put?
Yeah, so in that case, you probably put Forties on top and Force on top.
Yeah, you probably want them to
Force
see
under Forces.
I mean, which one do you want them to see? It doesn't matter, right? Because they're playing off the top.
Yeah, let them see the Force. Well, no, I don't know. Or let them see the Force and have them play.
Let them see the Force. Yeah, I think that's probably better.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then we play with Delver, we attack,